the surrounding wetlands, you watched over time as this once lush landscape was replaced gradually by these artificial box-like structures, these native plants being uprooted and replaced with new, unfamiliar ones. Even the ground itself paved with something stiff and grey and lifeless. It wasn't long before humans arrived with their, you're not sure what they're called, some kind of wheelie machine. You'd watch just off in the distance as they would get in and out, and this machine will drive them around, just around and around. It all seemed so strange. And although there were some members of your herd that wanted to find a new home and go elsewhere, the majority of your herd members, including the four of you, were determined to stay. Eventually, some of the bolder members of the herd tried to return to the former territories, but they were chased away by humans, which unfortunately led to the creation of a very tall wall around the entire new living area of these humans. Very hard to climb over or get through. Not for the tenacious capybara known as Chester, who just dug a tunnel underneath. And so once that happened, it didn't take long before Chester and a few others began to venture into the human community, bringing back valuable intelligence to all of you. And this, of course, led to this formation of a ragtag group of rebellious capybaras intent on taking back what is theirs. So after several trials, the time is now deemed right for the first step of your plan, to take back your home. Chester has helped pave the way for you. And that is where we start today, where the four of you have used one of Chester's previously created tunnels, and you find yourself standing, and it's quite remarkable. There's all of this sand, and there appear to be flags sticking up everywhere. But there's sand, and then there's hills with grass. There's some water nearby. And then about 3 meters away, you're sort of hidden by some shrubs and some trees. You can see several humans sort of swaying a little bit, but laughing raucously. There are 2 of these wheelie machines, a bag of what look to be sticks with some sort of club type thing on the end of it, and a giant spherical, sweet-smelling thing sitting in the back of this wheelie machine. And then you've been taught a few of the human words from Chester. You understand words like birthday, cake, and happy birthday, Anya.
Happy birthday.
Just had to slide that in there. Happy birthday, Anya. I love that. Have a happy birthday. There is for real a birthday party going on here. There are several human men. They appear to be drinking something that smells strange, and they're just swaying about. Now, Chester has given you very firm instructions, because there will be an army of Cappies waiting to effectively invade this lovely human-gated community and take it back. But you're going to need to pave the way, so to speak. So you've been given very firm instructions. You are to find a suitable spot in this new human community to effectively set up like a central base of operations. Now, from your vantage point, you can see, because this area is very high up on a hill and you can see down into almost like a valley of sorts, there are lots of houses, a word that you've also learned from Chester, something that humans live in, these box-like structures. So to the south, there are houses. in the center of the community is a very, very large, incredibly large house. In fact, it looks like 3 or 4 houses all squished together. And there seem to be a lot of humans going in and out of there and congregating. And then to the southeast, there appears to be also many humans congregating, but they're all carrying things. And there's this smell every so often that sort of wafts up over to where you are, and it's that unmistakable smell of food. And then throughout this community, from the wetlands that do still remain outside of the community, there are little rivers that run in, and you can see bridges as you can cross the water. So what I'm going to do is, I realized I forgot to upload a map, so I'm just going to pop that quickly in Discord. It's not essential, but it just gives you a little something to look at. Yeah.
Oh, that is very
Ooh,
helpful.
that's a lovely map.
Thank you.
Gazebo.
And we're in the sandy area?
Yes, you're in the sandy areas. At the very northernmost point, you can see a gap between the trees,
Gotcha.
just to
Yeah.
the northwest of the bridge there. So the little birthday party that's happening is it's on the sand, but it's just to the east of the bridge, so it's quite close by. You know that you won't really be able to just walk by these humans. You'll have to find a way to sneak past. You know from Chester's accounts and the odd reconnaissance mission that you've accompanied him on, that if humans see you, they chase you, they try to get you out of the community. And the whole plan, according to Chester, is to find a spot where they can't get rid of you.
Okay.
So the
And
first
we,
thing,
as capybaras, have this map in our brain / can see it.
yeah, Chester has regaled you with all of the details.
Drawn a map
So,
in the sand with his hoof. Thank you very much,
yeah.
Chester.
There may also be little things that can help you throughout if you need it. So, for instance, Chester has, on occasion, dug a very nice pit and covered it. So, if you do need to hide and you happen to be near one, you can just jump in there and cover it up. You may find the odd cappy hiding out undercover on the map. So it's a very well thought out plan.
So one hidden on the map?
Unfortunately, I didn't have any capybara assets, which made me sad. Um, Now, you do know, all of you have been warned from Chester, that wherever you decide might be a good spot, there are things that you are going to need. So throughout your journey, there are things you're going to need to help you, depending on what it is that you want to do. But the first step really would be to have a look and see what might be a good spot to set up Capybara Base Camp.
I mean, we're capybaras. Why would we use a human bridge?
Yeah. Why don't we swim under the bridges all the way to that pool
Ooh.
that's crowded by their houses? I think that'd be a good base operations there.
It might be a good plan. I see that Witchybara has pulled up now. We were thinking of swimming under the bridges, through the water, and then all the way down to where they have set up a little pond.
Do you guys also smell that really sweet smell? It smells so good.
It does smell so good.
kind of want to go check that out, but I also know that we shouldn't, and we have to stick to the plan.
Strong. We have to be strong.
I also want to go for their ankles so badly.
I think we should swim. I can hold my breath forever because of my witch power. That are totally real.
Does your
Okay.
witch power also give us anything to distract these humans that will see us if we go to the water?
How deep is the water?
So it's pretty deep. I would say that a cappy would easily be able to travel underwater without having to break the surface, but it is very clear water. So what it looks like what they've done is a lot of the kind of murky water from the wetlands. It looks like they've done something to the water because now it's very crystal clear blue. So while you'll be hidden underneath, if somebody does look in the water, they may see you.
They ruined our water.
I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I need to bring that up. So just for the audience, each capybara has like a kind of special trait. It's so they have a signature look and then their special talent. So for the cappies that have silky fur means it's easier for you to escape. So if you get stuck in something, or if a security guard grabs you, it's easier for you to wriggle out of it. And I believe so. Karis Witchybara has a cute snoot. Pretty much a cute snoot is really distracting because humans just want to boop the cute snoot. So if you're willing to engage with humans and have that contact, then yeah, you can act as a distraction. And then for Boldabara, it is you're solid, so you can just plonk yourself down and nothing can push you over, or you can effectively stop traffic. And I believe Punkybara had silky fur also. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, Chester
Okay.
Chester did give us specific instructions to only engage the humans when it is necessary. Do we think this is necessary?
How about if we get caught, we can use Witchy's powers?
Yes,
Otherwise, we'll take breath breaks under the bridges.
that sounds like a plan. Do we see
Okay.
any gators? I would like everybody to make a gator check.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone roll a d6 and I'll tell you what you see.
Can we get them on our side?
2.
I also rolled a 2.
2.
I rolled a 6.
Hey.
Maybe we can get the gators on our side. Take out some of the humans.
So 2.
I rolled a 1.
A 1.
Ooh.
We're doing so great.
And luckily, this is the kind of thing where it's not really like lower numbers are worse and higher numbers are better, because it's a table of different effects and observations. Oh, sorry, yeah.
I would like to make a correction. Bob would have asked you to check for caiman, not gators.
Caiman? What's caiman?
Right. They're like
they're crocodilians, but they're not gators. That's a different species.
I love crocodilians.
They got
Witchybara already left. She's like, yes, and jumped in the river.
Witchybara is going for it.
Technology.
It's the tech gremlins. They visited me this morning, and now they're visiting the sis. So, okay.
Take us out.
So a 2. You do not see any caiman or any reptilians in the water of any kind.
Okay.
But you do notice that there is a small, like some sort of a boat. You've heard it called a yacht or something to that effect. It's some strange thing that a human will sit in, and then they jiggle this giant like cloth kind of flap around in the wind, and it pushes them forward. Some kind of boat thing.
A yacht. My
Yacht.
owners had that nasty thing. I didn't like it at all.
But does it
I
swim?
don't like the sounds it makes. It stirs up the water.
I don't like it because it rams some of us, and then if you dive down slow enough, it hurts. But this one looks like it doesn't have the big spinny thing underneath it that makes all the noise. It looks like it's just with the weird white flap thing. Does it look inactive to me, Capybara Master?
They're actually that's like the best
Cappy Master!
name ever.
Master.
I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. No, it just, there doesn't appear to be that horrible spinny thing on the end of it, and yeah, there is one person sitting in it. They don't seem to have noticed you. They appear to be struggling a little bit with this weird wind flap thing. Undoubtedly, they're not as skilled as they think they are. It's not particularly windy, but why would you take something like that out on a windy day? How are you? Humans are just best not to think about it.
Oh, good. Witchybara decided to come back to us.
Witchybara did some reconnaissance in the water. It's
Yes.
like, hey.
I keep disappearing thanks to my witch powers.
I see. Did you spot any caiman while you were
I
under
love
there?
that. So a 6. A 6 notices that the bottom of the riverbed doesn't appear to be like anything that you have grown up with. It looks like they've actually put all of these different stones down on the riverbed. There's not really, there's dirt up on the bank, but then it looks like they've just covered the bottom in stones. And every so often you'll see a little kind of glitter in the stones. If you want to check that out, you can.
I absolutely do.
Shiny things?
Okay.
You saw
All
shiny
right.
things?
You saw shiny
I'll
things.
point it out. I'm like, I see shiny things in the water, in the stones.
Ooh.
I like shiny things, but
It
I'm
doesn't
very
do the
disturbed
fish,
by the
though.
lack of mud.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's like
it's
no
weird.
mud. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, no mud.
How are we
no...
going to dig for roots? There's like stone in the way.
Oh, we'll just. It's very easy. We take our hooves and we pick up all the stones, and then we move them so there's mud again.
That's a good idea.
I would like to try picking up a stone.
I'm going to slip
Sure.
into the water and see if I can move onto the shiny stones.
Okay. So
Are we free to slip into the water,
yeah,
Cappy Master? Yeah, okay. Just
yeah.
checking.
So you're no, that's totally fine. So you're free to really do anything, and if there is something in particular that I want you to roll for, then I'll get you to roll for it. But yeah, there are all of those kinds of actions are free. Like if you want to jump in the water, or run, or play, or like bite someone on the ankles, that kind of thing.
All right. Bob is gonna join everybody in the water, slip in.
Okay. So first things first. So Witchybara, it's easy enough to pick up and move a stone. And if you dig deep enough, you can start to see a bit of dirt, but you have to dig pretty deep. There are a lot of stones in the way. And they're not even, you're pretty sure that they're not even stones that are native to this area. You know, there's one in particular, and it looks so rounded, like a proper river stone, but it's a strange color that you've never seen before. For any of the cappies that are digging around for shinies, you see a flat golden disc every so often, like a little flat gold disc. And I'll get everyone to roll another d6, please. Anyone who's looking in the shinies.
I'll look for shinies.
I got a 1.
I got a 3.
Okay. So, 1, you recognize a piece of raw amethyst.
I'm putting it in
then-
my little pocket.
Breast
Uh,
pocket.
3, you find a pair of, and as you hold it up, it makes a jingle sound. And you think back and you're like, okay, what was this? It was something, key, that's right.
Ah.
Keys. And little gold keys. And there's a little metallic symbol that's also attached to them that looks round, like the sweet smelling thing that's sitting on the back of the human moving machine up in the sand.
Hey, look what I found. It looks helpful. It's called keys.
Oh, isn't that the
Ooh.
stuff they use to like open the walls?
Mm-hmm.
It's so strange to me that you can just push on it and it opens. Anyway, what's the thing that's on it?
I don't really know. It looks interesting. It reminds me of the smelly thing that's on the back of their moving vehicle. I don't know what a
mean-
vehicle is, but
He
I'm,
opens the smelly things.
I'm gonna nibble it. It doesn't taste good.
just this this weird kind of like it's almost like when you bite it, the flavor feels like it's pinging in your mouth.
Yeah, no, I don't
No.
approve.
No.
Cappy Ramsey does not approve.
well, can we put this in your very snazzy jacket?
Yes, you
I-
can.
You have a pocket, right?
Did you not
I do.
steal
I
that
have
from a
3
human pup?
pockets. I totally did. Thank you for noticing.
That is very nice.
They didn't deserve it.
I am sure they did.
Okay, so you've had a bit of a rummage through this riverbed probably is not the right way of putting it, but this river. There are some humans around. They haven't noticed you yet. What would you like to do?
Where are we right now? Underneath the first bridge?
Yep.
I think so.
And where's the yacht?
So the yacht is to the east in the river, where the widest part is. So it's actually fairly far away from you. But
Okay.
this human is very badly kind of moving their boat very slowly towards you.
Okay. See, my thought is that if they're distracted, so we can kind of go around them and hide behind them so that the humans on the beach, on the sandy stuff, don't see us.
Yeah,
But-
I think it's a good idea.
I was
But then
thinking we could also just go under them.
It might have the thingies that hurt.
Oh no, I don't like the thingies that hurt.
I don't
Nobody
either.
likes the thingies that hurt, but when they have the wing thing, like the white wing, they don't have the thingy that hurts most of the
Oh,
time.
that's good.
It like sits
Okay.
in the air because it's like they can lift like their tail. It's like a tail. It goes in the water and they can do that like a duck. But if we go under the floating thing with the wing, then wouldn't we have to walk over land to get to where we're going? I thought we were going to try and swim under the rivers,
Well, we can swim under the yacht.
but the yacht is all the way over there, and the river
But
is
it's coming
to the
towards
other.
us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Very slowly, in a very poor fashion.
Mhm.
Does it look like it would fit under the bridges, Cappy Master?
It wouldn't fit under the bridges just because it's level with the bridge. So off the map, the river would go on, but it just looks like he he's not deliberately trying to move it in your direction. He just doesn't know how to sail.
Okay.
So he really needs to get on that because he is going in the wrong direction.
Oh, if we don't want to be noticed, we could go through the bushes and then jump into the water again.
We could.
Those are bushes or trees?
They're trees.
Never
Okay,
mind.
even better, I think.
I'm up for anything you like.
Yeah, so right now we're currently under the bridge closest to the buildings.
Oh, is that where you are?
That's
No,
what
I
I
thought we
thought.
were on the under the northmost bridge, like the
Yeah,
double bridge.
near the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where
I thought
I
we were
thought
at the
as
other
well.
one. My bad.
No.
No, all good. Okay, so, all right. So, is the plan to then go overland?
Or we just
I
swim.
am up for anything. We can swim. We can scurry along the land. Let's just find a place that we need to go.
I think we should.
Oi! Oi! Look over there!
Better go. I'm just gonna zoom down the water.
Yep. Time to whoop.
Yeah.
I'm following.
All of you just kind of zip down the water as this drunken golfer just kind of stumbles down on the sand. It's like, what are those rats? What are those?
Rude.
Darling, I'm not a rat. I'm a capybara.
You speak human?
I learned a little bit. I had to. I lived with them for a very long time.
I'm impressed.
I'm picturing just like this series of like grunts and clicks.
Yeah, 100%.
And like
She absolutely thinks that she is speaking human, and she is not.
It's like those parrots trying to speak human.
Except worse.
Yes.
literally like Coco can understand, and yeah, I'm just picturing like thinking she can also speak it. It's like
Well,
love
because
it.
her humans understood what she was saying most of the time, she thinks.
I often wonder about that with my cats because I have full-on conversations with them, and sometimes I
Well,
just think to
think
myself,
cats get
like,
it.
pardon?
I think cats get it. I have a
I think
feeling
so
about cats.
too. I feel like I'm very connected with my cats, but sometimes when I'm alone, I'm like, they're probably sitting there being like, that's not what I'm saying. Oh my gosh.
Why did you do that when I said to do that?
Cappy Master, I would also like to give you the impression that we are underwater. We are using sign language. We are
Yeah.
speaking
Do
capybara
we have the
sign
toes
language.
for that?
We have ears.
Yeah, cat. Like little propeller ears.
Oh yeah.
Capybaras, absolutely, because like I was wondering, I'm like, okay, so what do they do? Are they mainly aquatic? Are they mainly land? They're a combination of both. So they absolutely like swim underwater, like on the surface, walk around. It's like they're just the cutest semi-aquatic
Yep.
mammal.
They
Ever.
are mammals. They also have hooves and webbed feet. So you all
Yeah,
can
they're-
imagine us just paddling along with great speed and efficiency.
Yeah.
We are fast
Yeah.
underwater, like little bullets
Oh
actually.
yeah, they're very
So
Yeah.
fast.
we're just zooming along.
Yeah,
Mhm.
capybaras are like no joke. All right, so you are zooming along. And I'll get everyone to roll another d6, please.
Oh.
I rolled
Oh
another
right, there's no
3.
grades.
3.
I got 5.
I'm going to
5.
just ban all of my Candela Obscura
1.
dice because they are.
I got a
killing
1.
me.
Sorry. Yes.
They're working against you. They're like, this
They
is not
are.
serious.
This isn't the game.
This isn't the right game. What are you doing with us?
Okay, so sorry, is a 1, a 3, and a
Mhm.
5, was it? Okay. So whoever rolled the 1, you feel something. It's almost like your danger sense is tingling. And as you sort of slow down, sort of wondering, okay, what is that? You can just hear, and you recognize it because you've seen this animal before, but the humans like to keep pets, and there is a dog. There is a human nearby and a dog that is sniffing around the riverbank. 3 and 5
Mm-hmm.
stop suddenly, and the rest of you kind of smack into one another as you see what looks to be some sort of mesh kind of gate smack in the river there, where it's letting this water through, but you won't be able to swim through it.
This is so rude of them.
What is
Typical
this?
humans.
Can we eat it?
That was my thought too.
I'm chewing on it.
Dog.
Dog?
Dog.
There,
Dog.
You
Oh.
mean the big dry capybara?
Dog.
Big
That
angry
doesn't
dry
look at its
capybara?
face. Is that a capybara?
Yeah, big angry
wrong
dry
with its beak?
capybara.
Or it's not its beak. What's wrong with its muzzle?
It is predator.
Oh no.
They bite.
Run.
They are very
Run?
friendly and snuff and very cute, but they bite. Also, it's wrong with its muzzle. It has teeth that are sharp. That's what's wrong with its muzzle.
Mm.
Cappy
And also, its
Master,
nose
Run.
is so small.
Cappy Master, which part of the river are we at?
so you've made it down to so you've gone through the river. Did you take the top river or the bottom river? So you said there's the 2 bridges
Top.
there.
We took
Yeah,
the top.
we took the top.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, no, don't do that. You know where you accidentally click and it opens up a bunch of stuff?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that just happened to me. Okay, so you've taken the top river. So you've made it as far as that T intersection, right
Mhm.
above the markets there. And where those trees converge, so as you're swimming along, there are these beautiful towering palm trees and beautiful tropical bushes. That's where you've come into this great, like it looked like a net, but as you look closer it looks fairly solid, and it's something that's letting the water through, but
Hmm.
you won't be able to swim through it, you don't think.
And where is the dog?
The dog is just so the south near the
Mhm.
market, so parallel to where the grate would be. So he's sniffing around on the eastern side. So the western side of the land has the big house in the middle,
Uh-huh.
the giant kind of community center. And then on the bank to the east, that's where this person is walking their dog, and the dog is like sniffing around the riverbed.
I am assuming here that the dog is not on the leash.
He is not on a leash.
That's weird too. What do you
In
expect?
fact, you did see him excuse himself on the floor, and he didn't even pick his own waist up.
How
Well, me
rude
neither.
of him.
We just let it flow down the river. Usually, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
didn't do it in the river.
At least we do it in the river.
At
Mhm.
least
Yeah,
we do it in the
exactly.
river.
It's automatic cleaning, you know? You would
Yeah.
never just poo on the floor and leave it like that. I mean, maybe sometimes, but usually not.
We have class. I say I use my little ears to like sign language to the others that we should get up on the west bank and try to sneak without the dog noticing us, even though it's on the east bank.
Mhm.
So we should hide in the trees.
Yes.
Yes,
Let's
I
go
agree.
in the direction of the big house.
Yes,
Okay.
big house.
So,
I think we'll surface at like the very point of the west bank where that big tree is, like right up where the trees converge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. So this is actually one roll where it will show whether you've been successful or not. So I'll get everyone to roll a d6.
3.
That was cocked.
Three.
All of my dice want me to roll 3s.
1.
Maybe 3 is the
Right.
good number.
Is that 3 threes? That's 3 threes.
It's sorry.
I think 3 of us rolled threes.
3 of you. Far
And
out.
then 1
And
because all
one.
my dice hate me.
Okay, so so the results were it was were you successful?
Mm-hmm.
So 3 of you who rolled the 3, not quite. You do manage to scramble onto the riverbank there. But the dog does see you and starts barking furiously. And
Well-
then with the 1, this dog, as it starts barking furiously, it's just like, oh my gosh. And then your foot just seems to get stuck in, of all places, they completely get rid of the mud and the rocks and they put in these new foreign rocks. The one place you wouldn't expect there to be some sort of vine, your little hoof gets caught on it and you're struggling to get out of the riverbank as this dog is barking. The dog doesn't want to quite cross the water yet. This human is just holding something in front of their face and they don't even look at the dog. You just hear them just yell out, Max, stop barking, Max. And they're just continuing to look at this thing in front of their face. Everybody else, you make it up, but you can see your friend is struggling.
Help!
I'm going back for them. No Cappy left behind.
Can somebody gnaw this wire? I'll start gnawing the vine thing.
I'll dive back into the water. I'll do like a little rumble growl thing at this thing called at the dog, like better not. And then
That's
I'll go
what I was
in the water,
thinking.
and I will help Chew.
I think like
I'll
if you're
do a
going in the
little
water, I
wiggle
want
at
to
it.
stay. I want to just stay and bark at the dog. Try and bark at the dog.
I don't know.
Tempted, but I don't want the human to look up from whatever's in its hand.
Oh, that's also true.
If
So
they
I'm
happen to
swimming
look
along on the
up,
vine.
if they happen to look up, they're gonna see 2 cappies like chewing at the vines, and they're gonna see the rest of the cappies like barking at this dog. Is gonna be this cappies, this dog barking.
And Coco is just staring at it and doing the thing like that cat gif where it's just like,
Yeah. Is Coco trying to be fancy?
yes.
Capybaras
Trying to
actually
terrify
also
and
bark.
confuse.
They make like a hop.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, it's so cute.
I don't know how to describe it because it is a bark, but it's such a specific sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, okay. So you chew through this vine and you're finally free and you scramble up on the riverbank. But that's when you see that this dog has now sort of drawn attention to itself. You can see some more humans sort of running towards them. And there's also another dog coming over in the distance, also not on a lead. But you are free. You're now on this riverbank to the west.
Can we hide behind the tree, like the big one,
Yeah, like a real big one.
between the house and the tree?
Yes, you can. But let's see. Let me get my newly made hiding table. Okay, now I'll leave it up to you. Do you all want to do? Usually it's an individual role, but if you all want to try and hide as a group and work together, then you can all do a roll, and then the majority number rolled will be the result, or you could have one person roll with the result. What would you all like to do?
I'd like to think we're communist capybaras and would like to work
I
together.
agree.
I was also gonna say we're gonna work together, and Bob the Boulder Bar is just gonna go up to Witchybara and ask for her advice to hide. 'Cause she's magic and she's really good at hiding. We've noticed that.
Michibara shall pretend to access the magic skills.
All
Very
right.
important.
And then point to like whatever tree seems to have like the most like kind of irregular trunk. So it
Mhm.
looks like we're kind of just part of like stuff sticking out of the tree.
Okay, I love it. All right, so in that case, I'll get everyone to roll. And
4.
3.
5.
3.
I got something other than a 3. I got a
We're
5.
improving. I got a 3. I got a 3.
Improving.
Okay. Well, given that I'm loving the communist Cappy vibes, and given that you're all working together to do one action, what number would you all like to vote on choosing for this one?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna vote with average 4.
Yeah, 4's the average. I like the average.
That seems about right to me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Witchy Capybara, your intuition came through because you just see that there's this tree. It's got some gnarled, knotted kind of wood around the base. And there's reason for that because as you all kind of squish behind it and hide behind it, you realize that there's a burrow underneath it. And this is one of Chester's hiding spots.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, perfect.
Chester coming in
Immediately.
clutch.
Go, go, go.
There's even this little, it almost looks like it's some kind of woven grass mat that you can kind of pull over the top of you. So it just looks like the ground is nice and flat.
Unky's going to wait till everybody else gets in before he pulls it over. Basically, he's like, go, go, go.
I'm just picturing Coco like diving in first and doing that thing where like she's stuck a little bit, wiggles, and then forces her way in, turns, and is like,
If Coco is already getting stuck, I think Bob is gonna have a difficult time.
You just see Unky like pushing his little hooves against Bob's butt. Like, get
Yes.
down in there.
Oh, okay, I made it.
I think Witchy is going to like slide down on her butt.
I didn't even think of the logistics of like 4 chunky capybaras fitting into this little hidey hole. And now
Excuse
You
I'm
see,
like,
I am
Chester
tiny.
is a particularly small capybara, so everything here is Chester sized.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
just-
tiny too.
Chester is, Chester's talent is in finding ways into places he shouldn't be getting into.
Yes, it was very fun when he was a pup.
Yeah. From the outside, these humans have run over, and like you can, if you want to, whoever is packed on top, if you want to lift up the grass, you can
Probably
actually
me.
see. Yeah,
I'll
you
do
can
that.
like
Yeah, I
lift
think
up
it's
and you
Capybara.
you can you can lift it up and you see that the human is now desperately trying to put this string kind of lead on the dog. There are all of these humans around and just chatter. Like
I'm
oh,
sorry.
what's going on?
I thought we
it's
just heard that a dog is called a Max, actually.
a Max.
Yeah.
this Max pet. I love that, by the way. If this were D&D, I'd give inspiration. Yeah, this Max is still barking, but eventually it doesn't calm down. It just gets pulled away, and then eventually it disappears over the horizon. And a few of these humans sort of mill about, and then they just return to this area they were congregating in with all of the nice smells.
All right, coast is clear. Let's move.
the Max doesn't exist anymore? Perfect. Okay.
Max is just gone. I
We have
see
defeated
which
the
powers
Max.
really did come in clutch.
Ah.
No more Max.
Also, what's a clutch?
I actually feel like that's a valid question because a clutch is one of those words where it's got at least 2 meanings that I know of. Oh, no, 3. Yeah, 3.
I think
'cause
it's
you can
a
clutch
thing that
something.
humans carry.
Yeah.
I thought
yeah.
I thought a clutch was something that comes in when it is useful.
A
I don't
Oh
like
no,
4 meanings
humans
of
are
clutch.
weird.
capybara is a clutch.
Hey, we're pretty.
Technically, a clutch is also
Very
like
useful.
a small litter
Coco
of
gets
like
distracted
animals.
by her feather.
Sorry, Wikibara had a very insightful fact.
Yeah,
Ooh.
a clutch is also like a small like litter of like baby animals, like a
Oh
Like it's a
yes, that is
dog.
true.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is
true.
true.
Caiman
Yeah.
have clutches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
reptiles. It's reptiles. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Like a
It's
clutch
reptiles.
of eggs.
Yes, you lay a clutch of
Yeah.
eggs. There are also snakes that I don't know that the cappies would see because they're garter snakes, but their cappy cousins up north have seen litters of garter snakes
Oh.
because they
Wow.
because they give live birth.
Ew,
That's kind of amazing.
that's cool.
Oh wow, I'm just looking at a picture of a caiman and it's kind of like the chunky body of a crocodile with the tiny head of an alligator.
Yep.
I'm so here for it.
Caimans are
Oh,
very
it's so
funny looking.
chunky.
Caimans
Yeah, it
and
looks
gharials are like the funniest looking gators.
Gharials are amazing.
well now I have to make the caiman
They just
caper.
have like a little.
Is the Caiman's caper goal? I saw a capybara swim by.
They're like we have to join with the capybaras. We have to restore our habitat.
We'll eat them later.
Yeah, it's like, and then they just make friends with the capybaras because capybaras are like the most popular animal in the animal kingdom.
Well, of
But
course
the
we
Max
are.
has gone. Um, you told us that we were pretty close to the biggest house.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're that big
Mhm.
tree next to the house.
So yeah, that big house in the center. It looks like the humans have just squished like 3, 4, maybe even 5 houses together. And as you're all hiding, you can see that there are people who come in and out, but there appears to be a lot of sounds coming from inside.
Hmm.
Okay, so I still think we should go into the river now, get to that other bridge, and make our base camp at that lake at the bottom. And then go
Yeah.
find the sweet smelling things.
I also
Oh
still
yes, the sweet smelling things.
right. You are correct. I forgot.
That sounds like a very good idea to me.
And the best part about this as well is once you establish your base camp, you can also pave the way for other capybara related hangouts. Uh,
Perfect.
Chester just requested you set up and find a good spot for a base camp, and then
Capybara
just
support crew.
yeah, just so that way he can start to move in all of the capybaras. But you can have more than one base camp if there's something that you take a shining to.
That is true.
So we are. I'm assuming that we are now west enough that we've skipped the gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you climbed up onto the riverbank.
Yep.
You were
Mhm.
hiding, and yeah, now because you know where the obstacle is, you can just go around the side of it and dive back into the water if you would like.
Perfect.
Since
Back into
there's
the
no
water
humans,
then. Yeah.
since there's no humans around, I'm doing a cannonball.
Before
there
before we go, should we like leave some sort of sign for the capybaras that like this is where the burrow is?
Sure. What kind of sign
Hmm.
would you like to leave?
I'm
A
taking
nose
a shit.
print?
I pee? I don't know. What does the capybara leave?
Well, maybe one of the more masculine capybaras among us can rub our noses against the tree to leave a scent mark with the big scent mark on our forehead.
Well,
Ooh.
So
You
that
could
would be
totally do
either
that.
Punk or me.
That would probably be you since Punk has on a cannonball.
that and I have a nose ring.
Oh, it's actually up. It's like on your forehead.
Oh, okay.
Or well, like on your wrist.
Oh,
But
Yeah, no, I
hearing that
totally
we want
yeah.
to leave a sign, Bob is gonna rub his face on the tree and leave a scent mark.
Okay. It is now very much scent marked. Any capybaras that come in instantly, they'll know, oh, there's been a cappy here. This is a safe space.
Perfect. And
Alright.
Coco glides into the water
So graceful.
so
I could just see
majestically.
it. So we've had a cannonball in the water. Was that correct?
That was if there was no humans around. I totally
Oh,
did one.
right. Yeah.
Now, if there
So
was humans, I slipped in there.
there aren't any humans that you can see. I mean, you can see humans in their, respective kind of gathering areas, but there aren't any humans walking along the banks now that the max is gone.
Then yeah, I did a cannonball.
Cappy's like, ha! This water splashes up. It feels incredible, even though these aren't the waters that you're used to, and it's annoying that they've changed it. The water is very nice and cool, and it does feel really nice. So maybe it's nice to enjoy it just for now until it goes back to the way it used to be. Making the best of a bad situation. You had heard from Chester that some humans like to have tiny pools of water attached to their house. So maybe that's why they're not swimming in the lake right now or the river.
Okay. As I swim, I'm gonna go na 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 na, just to myself.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted. The underwater simulator.
Yes, you watch Coco gliding by you, the feather in her hair just floofing.
Great. Wouldn't that feather be super soggy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It could be from an animal that, they have the kind of water repellent feathers where they
Yeah, the
like
vacuums.
maybe.
Yeah.
Peacocks
Like
are
I
not
know.
waterproof.
No, they
Yeah,
are
that makes
not.
sense. Peacocks would not. Peacocks are like the rest of us. When we do our hair and we curl it and then there's rain, it just disaster.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone's swimming. You reach the bridge pretty easily. I will get everyone to roll another d6, please. There's something different as you're sort of passing the bridge. You feel that the water feels a little bit different here.
5.
5.
4.
2. The rolls are going up now.
Yeah, slowly
Love
we're
it.
getting there.
Yep.
Mine are going down.
It's to balance the results.
Okay, so we've lost Witchy again. So it was 5, 4, and 2. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so 2, which was Witchy, I believe.
Yeah.
Actually, I might hold off until Witchy's back. So
Doing underwater reconnaissance.
yeah, so 5.
She's so good at hiding.
She really
Yep.
is.
She is the best at hiding.
I guess that magic is really effective, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 5. You notice that there's something strange with the bottom of this lake, this body of water. The stones are still there, but there appears to be something else. And as you look closer, you stop just in time, you see these little kind of like, it looks like a plate with some spikes on it and a hinge in the middle. And it looks very rusted. You're not sure what it is or how long it's been there, but generally, if it's human made and it's spiky, don't go near it. Number 4.
Yep.
You notice that there appears to be lots of trash in the bottom of this lake, which is strange considering how clear the water is.
Typical humans.
Very odd. The river was very clean, but it seems to be when you get to this area where there are a lot of these human box houses, there's just a lot of trash there.
Oh, rather rude of them throwing things in here like this. Do you see all of that? Humans do
Yes.
that. They eat out of these crinkly things and then they just throw them anywhere. It's very, very rude.
I'm gonna chew the crinkly thing.
Yeah, I
doesn't
also
even
want to
taste
chew the
good.
crinkly thing so bad.
It doesn't even taste good. What are they eating?
I don't
Also
know.
human food.
All you can taste is some strange slippery material, a bit of mud, and some sort of weird dirt that doesn't taste like the kind of dirt that you would find in a natural setting.
Gotcha. I
It's
rolled a
kind
5.
of gritty. A 5?
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah, we both rolled a 5.
yeah. Okay, so that would
We
just
see
mean
the
that
spiky thing, right?
you see the
Oh.
spiky thing.
Gotcha.
So you see the spiky thing, you see the rubbish. This perhaps would not be a good place to set up a base camp without cleaning it up or doing something to it first.
And this is at the lake, or this is under the bridge?
This is the lake.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a lot of effort to me. Not necessarily what I want to do right now.
I
Yeah,
am
no,
super
same.
Cappy curious about the spiky thing in the middle. Can I go? You said it had like a hinge
I'd be
thing.
curious.
Does it
Yeah.
look like it might have opened once upon a time?
So it's actually open at the moment. So
Oh,
it's
it's open.
flat. It's open. It's flat with the spikes coming up vertically, and then is a hinge in the middle.
I have no idea what this is.
I also
I
have
don't
no idea
either.
what it is.
Which
Yeah,
works well because we're capybaras.
Yeah, we're capybaras. We would have
We have
never
no
seen whatever
clue.
this is.
Can we flip it?
Yeah, can we flip it? I'm so curious.
You can try to flip it. This will be a success roll. You can either roll individually, or you can do the commie cappy again and work together.
Call me Cappy.
Mommy Cappy.
DM or Cappy Man.
You're just giving me like literally the best nicknames. I'm not even kidding. I'm like
that was
Cappy
me. That
Master,
was me
Cappy
getting
Man.
getting GM and Cappy Master crossed.
I love that.
Well, Miss Cappy Man.
I feel
as a
I feel so affirmed as well because like
as a
oh, no,
really
go ahead.
chunky capybara, could I get a +1 on this roll because I'm really chunky and I'm really strong? I am a tough
Yeah,
capybara.
yeah. Hmm.
I mean, I must have gotten the name Boulder from somewhere.
Well, that I'm definitely on board for. I just don't use modifiers in this game, and now I'm thinking maybe I should. So let's go with it because it's also kind of like play testing in that way, where if there are new things that really work, then I'll definitely add it in. So let's go with a modifier. So I'll give you like a +1 to the roll. Yeah. How would you like to use your chunk to your advantage?
Okay, so is everybody okay with turning this into an individual roll instead?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just.
she's back from
Hello.
reconnaissance.
Witchybera has returned from her reconnaissance. Witchybera
The lake is
is
dirty.
a flat, spiky thing at the bottom that looks like it can be flipped up, and at the moment, you see Boulderbara swimming up, plopping his fat rump down on the bottom, getting his front hooves under there, and just heaving up with all his might. And because he's so fat and strong, he gets a 2 for a total
Oh,
of
no.
3.
Also, the lake is gross, so we're not using that for home
Yeah.
base.
The grace is the the grace. I was thinking the gross lake. So the lake is gross. It's filled with trash. Your roll with the 2, you see a lot of golf balls in there, or like the round balls that were the symbol on the keys, and also the sweet smelling thing on the back of the machine. Now, not the worst roll. It doesn't quite work out the way that you expect. So you manage to flip it up, but it doesn't quite become airborne. It kind of flips up, and you watch as it lands on its side, and then it slowly rolls over and snaps shut with such aggressive force that even with your butt planted there, you're like, ugh, and you
Come on!
scoot back. Yeah, it's if you had stepped in that, it would have just
Was an underwater bear trap?
Yeah, it sounds like an underwater bear
Yeah.
trap.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it was an
Okay.
underwater animal trap. Yeah.
Rude.
Whether
Cayman!
it was
There are cayman in here. I'm gonna.
They made their own caimans.
No!
whether it was put in there accidentally or deliberately, we'll just have to take a quick break and wait until after break to find out.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be back, everybody, for more Capybara mischief. In the meantime, we're going to hydrate. I recommend everyone hydrate as well who's watching. I'm terrible at hydrating, so it's also a reminder for me.
This is water, by the way.
Yeah, super excited to get back into it, but for now, let's have a break.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are having a blast. I am Lucy, Lady Cappy Master. How's that being
I like
called?
Lady Cappy Man. There's some
Cappy Man.
gender
Cappy Man
fuckery
is my
there.
favorite.
Lady
Cappy Man
Capyman is great.
I feel
Lady
I
Cappy
feel
Man is great.
I feel so validated because, you know, like I only came out, I think fairly recently, like late last year as non-binary, and I feel so seen by like Cappy Man. I'm like, yes. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we don't have that much time left, so I'm going to get right into it. Because I want you all to have as much Cappy time as we can squeeze in. But short summary, if you're just tuning in, capybaras infiltrating a human-gated community to get their home back, causing chaos. So you found this lake. It's full of trash. A bunch of these little round kind of balls that you've seen from that area up north that you entered the community from. There was a spiky trap that snapped closed. Doesn't really look like this is the kind of place you want to set up camp unless you want to spend the time to clean it out. Having said that, there are many places that could also be a good spot for base camp that you might also have to clean house in some way or another, depending on the space you want. So, Cappies, what's the plan?
Okay, hear me out. You know, like the upper west area full of trees. How about that being base?
Sounds good to me.
It's
Far
where
enough
the
away that they will not see us coming.
So we're gonna have to make a run for it.
it was where the yacht or whatever it's called was. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, I thought the yacht was
How
in
about the
the
cluster of
east.
trees on the upper left of the map?
I mean, I think
Yes.
it's a good idea. We would need to run for it. I'm not very good at running.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Capybara confidence restored.
We got this.
I love that.
No Cappy left behind. I'm gonna stick my little snoot out, see if I see any humans,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna fucking run.
Okay. No humans yet that you could see. The path appears to be clear.
I have a question. Is that a gazebo with between the two trees?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that is, but I'm like, it looks like an open structure. I'm making a beeline for that.
Okay. So
I'm immediately following behind you.
okay.
Oh, I love
so
gazebo.
we currently have this little line of Cappies making a run for it.
I'm making sure
Because-
nobody's straggling behind. Like I'm looking over my shoulder as I'm running.
Okay.
I'm running as fast as my little cappy legs can take me.
Coco's just like full body, like
Hushing.
It's like, you know, those like skiing kind of machines. I'm just picturing like the power walk.
that's exactly. Yeah, Coco absolutely is doing a power walk.
Hakuna.
Perfect.
Tada. Hakuna. Tada.
Okay, so just to clarify, you are bolting, you're not sneaking.
Yeah, no, we're full
Yeah.
on
Okay.
mad dash.
Okay. All right, so you do make it to the gazebo. Okay. You make it to the gazebo, but the minute each of you step into this gazebo just to sort of take a moment, take a breath, get your bearings, you hear a hissing sound. And then from underneath the rafters, so this gazebo it's above ground, but then it has this crisscross latticed wood pattern underneath. And as you're all standing on the deck, you can hear this hissing sound, and you watch as this beautiful greenish black python slithers up from underneath and just sort of looks at you, its tongue flicking at its mouth.
Is it like a big one, like it could eat a cappy, or
Yeah,
is
is
it
it
just
an anaconda?
It's not an anaconda, but it is a very big python that,
Like,
yeah, it could wrap itself around any of you quite easily.
back away, real slow, like
did any of you speak Python?
I will try and stick my tongue out as well and just go.
This, you know what? I'm gonna lean into the advantage, the modifiers. Roll a d6, and you can add a +1
Because of the cute snoot.
Yes.
because of the cute
That's a 4.
Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, that is
Roll a 3 again.
it is a success. It is not a resounding, without a doubt success, but it is a success. And it just looks at you, and you can understand what it's saying. Not every single word, but most of it. And you just hear it say, "Interesting. What are you doing back here?"
We want to destroy the humans.
it's like
I'm sorry,
bikini
I watched too
bottom.
much SpongeBob as a kid.
No, I love it. This is great. Now I've got to do it as well. It's like, very interesting.
Did you just get spit all over your lips?
Oh,
Oh, what did I start?
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Gorgeous, darling.
Wow, she's really good at that.
I'm very
Inside-
impressed with you. Saying this
Which
to
was just
Wikibara.
beaming. And inside in her head, she's just like, I'm a real bitch, I'm a real bitch, I'm a real bitch.
I love it. Oh, the snake is a very interesting. Could you bring the food back? Humans are so stingy. I don't know why I'm making like noises with it, but I can't help it. I'm so sorry
I love it.
for anyone
No.
listening with sensory issues. That was horrible. I apologize.
I'd be like, 1 second. And I turn back and be like, they want some of the food. Can we can share, right?
Yeah. If they let
Yeah,
us, like,
totally.
if they don't eat us, we'll share food.
Yeah, like we'll trade you food for food.
Yeah,
Just
I'd be
don't bring
like,
us the food.
I'll stick out like a hoof up, like a thumbs up, and be like, we'll give you food. Just don't eat us.
Very well. What food will you give me?
Round thing. Oh, I don't speak Python.
I'll convey it because Vichivar is gonna look back at you because she does not know the names of foods.
Weren't there like round eggs in the lake? In that thing that you knocked over? That that Bob knocked over?
There were indeed round things that do
Mhm.
have the shape of certain kinds of eggs.
Those look like food to me. Maybe not our food, but they must be someone's food.
They look like snake food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really smell like it, but
Tell
I
them that once we
require.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. I require bigger, meatier.
Should we get them a baby human?
That's
think-
it.
No.
I love that we were on the same wavelength.
Capybara gives no fucks.
I'm done. I'm
I'll
out.
steal their jacket. I'll steal their kids.
Capybara is like, you take my home, I'm gonna feed you to a snake.
Yes.
I think a human pup might be a little bit too big, but maybe they have a different kind of prey. Maybe they have a capybara. I don't know.
Maybe they have a smaller Max.
Oh yeah, smaller Max might do.
This is true. There
I've
are all
seen them
different
put them
kinds
in
of
bags.
Maxes.
There's different kinds of Maxes. I saw the orange one.
Mhm.
I've seen one where they
That's
put them in a bag and they carry it around.
Oh, I've seen one that swims like a capybara, but then it's also got like like when you don't take care of your fur at all and it turns all gray and stringy and matted.
Ew.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't.
It looks
Guys,
like
one,
if a tree frond was a Max.
one
This is
question.
completely Coco being like, my
Yes.
fur is always glorious.
What is
Yes.
meat?
Meat is what we are made of.
We're not food.
No, but when the Cayman see us, they are like, that's not a capybara, that's a meat.
Oh,
Like a
no.
meat is you know how fish can get eaten. A meat is what we see like when a leaf is food. A thing that eats other animals.
Look,
We'll
it just
see a
means
She's
food and
just
go, "Oh,
nodding
it's a
along
meat."
like she gets it. She
Yeah.
doesn't get it.
some food talks. That's all we need to know. Yeah, we'll find you food.
Very well. I am so hungry. Bring me food later. And he just sort of
Good deal.
slinks back underneath the gazebo. But even as you leave the gazebo, you can just feel its vivid yellow eyes just staring at the back of you as you walk away.
You know, you didn't ask for his name. That was very rude of you.
I
It's not
was
like snakes have names.
speaking for the first time. I don't know why I'm still doing the task. Wait, what?
You're still speaking Python, darling. We don't know what you're saying.
I think we should name it Gazebo.
Gazebo the
I
python.
think that's a
Perfect.
great name.
That is a beautiful name. What's a gazebo?
A gazebo, Chester told me, is like a house, but it is only tree trunk.
Strange.
The thing we were in.
Humans
Oh.
are so odd.
They make houses with walls. They make houses without walls. It
What's
doesn't
a
make any
wall?
sense. Chester said it's the thing that we can't get through. That's what he had to dig under.
Oh,
Anything that blocks the way is a wall.
I see.
I'm gonna point at Bob and say like, "What?"
His butt. Bob's a wall.
I
I
am
mean,
a wall. Thank you
He
very
definitely
much.
can be.
Oh my gosh, this is
So we're totally scampering to the trees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
we're just
we're
having
in
this
trees now.
conversation.
Yeah.
We're running and talking.
Walk and talk.
Yep.
So
Coco's shopping.
you scamper to the trees. There are still no humans in this area, likely because anytime you look back, you can see that maybe it's the time of day, but they're still mainly just congregating in these kinds of designated areas where they seem to just be doing whatever. Eating, walking a max, throwing rubbish around, that kind of thing, whatever it is that humans do. But you reach these trees and you are pleasantly surprised. This appears to be a small piece of your home that they haven't actually gotten rid of. It is this beautiful clutch of these trees and shrubbery. The grass hasn't really, it's grown around in patches, but there's still a lot of dirt, a lot of roots, that kind of thing. This could be a suitable place to set up base camp. It's definitely close to the entrance where you came in from.
What do you guys think?
Seems as good a place as any for us. Maybe we should route out some holes like Chester did under the trees.
Good idea. I'm gonna start rubbing my snoot to like set mark it,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna start digging.
Love it. Love it.
And Coco has said this, but now she's just like sitting pretty, like watching you dig. Yes, exactly. That right there. Yeah, that's hot.
I'm gonna angle my digging to where a little bit of dirt gets flung at her.
Yes. Bob is gonna like
Oh,
sit
okay.
down behind her so she can't scurry away.
Richie's just like politely listening and digging.
Aww.
Oh my goodness. So I will get everyone. So there's scent marking going on for anyone digging holes. I would like you to roll a d6.
I will join in the digging.
I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
Oh no!
Haha.
So Coco
Oh.
sees how horribly this is going, and she's gonna help too. And I rolled a 5.
Yay!
Yay!
This girl is holding back.
All right. So we're doing the
I'll
hobby
get
cappy.
I'll get my hooves dirty and help you.
I love that. Like the whole time, it's just been like, no, I'm just gonna, I'll do this, but I'm not gonna get right into the dirt and the muck. And then it's like, it looks like I'm gonna have to, and there's just super digging.
You guys are. I just think in Coco's mind, you guys are in-cappy capable.
I'm loving the cappy puns. I would like to actually ask Coco, given these wonderful digging skills, what does this look like? Is this a bunker? Is it like a pit? Have you dug it all the way down, or is it like layered in levels?
I love the idea of creating like a multi-level capybara hideaway. Like she is just going to town, like she is modeling it after her old home, like her old human home. She's like, okay, no, they had these weird little rising things, and so if I put those in, then we can go further down, and then we're more likely to be able to stay hidden. And so it's like fully like underneath the tree, so that there's like many layers.
You guys know those videos, the fake videos of people building something in the woods with only a stick?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Fake?
Except it's like real in this case.
Yes.
It's like all Coco needs is her hook. So it's like would anybody else like to add any finishing touches to it?
I'm building a skylight. No, I'm just kidding.
The whole place comes
That's the entrance.
No, I'm just like reinforcing parts of it.
I'm going to like scribble like witch runes everywhere. It's just random lines. It's just random lines.
I love that so much because you just know that there's somebody who will stumble on it at some point after the Cappies have taken everything back 100 years down the track, and someone will be like, wow, what culture dug this out and what do these runes mean? It's a completely different culture. It's just like literally a capybara. Capybara is just like they must have been so advanced. This had a skylight.
Lady Cappy
All right,
Man.
so we got a 5-story apartment complex underground. We got
Cool.
protection runes. I think our base is good. It's set
I
hard.
think it's very solid.
It's
Yeah,
the
Let's go get
capybaras.
good smelling things and bite some ankles.
Your base is done.
It's the capybaras.
Yep.
You are so good at this. Oh
I
my
did not make
goodness.
this one.
Yeah, that was in the
amazing.
chat.
No, this one was
Was it?
me.
Oh, I haven't. Oh my god. Well, then you're so good at this as well because I haven't, because I'm on the video ninja thing. I haven't got Twitch open because otherwise I'll get distracted. And
Oh no, it's the chat in here in Video Ninja.
oh,
Oh.
okay. Oh, I haven't even opened that up. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
wow, yeah.
I'm missing out. Yes, you have your base. So now when Chester comes in with the troops, they are all set. You've left scent marks as well, so they'll be able to find it. But there is so much more going on. So what would you four mischievous capybaras like to do now that you've accomplished your mission?
Well,
Sweet
we need
things.
to get food
Food.
for Gazebo and also food for us. That sweet smelling thing sounded really nice to me.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Maybe Gazebo will like the sweet smelling thing.
They want
Sweet.
I don't know if they eat sweet things.
Is the sweet thing a meat?
I don't know. We can find
We'll
out.
find out.
Sweet sounds like meat.
It does.
Mhm.
all right. Well, the sweet smelling thing was up in the golf course. And then there is other food down where this little market is with all of these down to the southeast with all of the square buildings. So the man with the yacht, he's just sitting on the bank. It looks like he's tangled something up with this cloth flap. So he's no longer sailing in the water, just cursing under his breath and just trying to de-knot this rope. The people who were at the golf course up north, they're still there. And the closer that you get to it, you can still smell that sweet thing there. So yeah, what would you like to do? Is this an overland thing or a water thing?
I
I'd
vote
say
water.
we're in the water right now, but we're plotting.
Water?
I have
Yeah.
a question. Is the sweet smelling thing on the wheelie thing?
Yes. It is on the wheelie machine.
And we know keys turn things.
That's true.
This is true.
Okay.
It's true.
I like go into the jacket pocket and grab the keys out with my teeth.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that we've been watching them drive them, so we know where the key goes ish. So is there any humans near the wheelie thing right now?
There is one human near the wheelie thing, but the humans are acting a little funny. They seem distracted and they seem to sort of be swaying a bit. Their voices are really loud and kind of obnoxious, to be honest.
Oh, I think I know what's going on.
What?
It must be their mating season.
Oh,
Oh no.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
it
Well, I think
does.
that because they're so distracted, that does mean that we'll be able to maybe steal the wheelie thing. do you think?
Exactly.
We should steal
we
the
could
wheelie thing.
Then we could take the
Mhm.
sweet smelling thing to gazebo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you've swum down the stream, clear water, no obstacles. And you are now back where you began, just under the bridge. And you can see it very clearly. You can see the wheelie machine. You can see the sweet thing on the back of it. And you can see the humans sort of milling around, swaying a bit. laughing raucously, just constantly drinking something.
I think we should still sneak even though they're distracted.
Probably.
Should the two of us sneak and get the wheelie thing? I don't know if all of us will fit on it, but then that will make sure that one of us will be able to reach the pedally things. I saw my humans driving one of these once, and you
Okay.
seem to know about it too. So maybe together we can sneak up and get this thing and start to move it around.
I don't know what the pedally things are, but I know that they spin that thingy up on the top, so I can do that part.
Okay.
There are actually 2 of these wheelie machines, but you only have the keys for 1.
We're going for the one with the sweet smelling thing on it.
Yeah,
So-
100%.
Okay. So I'll get everyone to roll a d6. Well, whoever's sneaking, roll a d6, I should say.
I
5.
rolled a 6.
5. Oh, wow. Nice
3.
rolls.
And I'm
Hey,
doing the
full
na-na again.
range.
I'm going,
Nice.
na-na, na-na, na-na.
You have to imagine just ear. Nah.
Well, I
Now,
got the
do
little
you
Sohawk
want
going
to-
on, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do
that's
you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to
that's true.
collectively pull your rolls together to guarantee, like, to pick the highest number that was rolled?
I think
Oh,
so.
sure.
Yeah, why not?
I rolled
Yeah.
a
I
3.
guess we're all going
It's a
in.
6.
I rolled a
Yeah,
6.
this is all good,
so-
right?
You can do individual rolls, or you can do together, so you can all
Let's do it together. We
all-
can fit. We're smaller than the
Yeah, we
human.
fit.
Yeah,
We
we'll make
fit.
it work. We'll make it work. It's
Alright.
fine. There's
Alright.
space in the back with the smelly sweet thing.
Okay.
You taste
And
it to
there's
see
2
if it's
seats.
good.
So the sneaking is a success. However, I would love to know how y'all are sneaking to the wheelie machine, because these guys are distracted. But yeah, I just want to know what the sneaking looks like.
So Punky is swaying as he walks to like blend in with them, and he found a stray bottle, so he's carrying that in his mouth, and he's
Oh
just
my
swaying and maybe doing little hope barks to like be as loud as they are.
I just watched June Part 2, and I'm
I
picturing
was literally thinking about that. I was thinking about that as
doing
well.
the
Oh, I haven't seen it
Sandwalker
yet.
dance to like not alert the worms.
Yeah, so he's just swaying and carrying the bottle in his little teeth.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my god.
that's so cute.
Bob is gonna try and mimic this, but he has a whole lot more weight behind him. So it's just bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonks against Punk a little bit. They're like walking side by side, I imagine.
Making him sway even more.
Yes.
So good. Okay.
I think Witchy is basically going to be like, I have witch powers. I can do this. And we'll just walk like just normally and keep saying to herself, I am a Max. I am a Max. I am a Max.
Not gonna lie, if this failed, I was gonna smash the bottle and attack.
Oh my god. Punk needs to calm down.
Punk is punk.
When
Coco is just like actually like scurrying in stealth and scurrying in stealth, scurrying in stealth.
I love
And
how
then
the
just watches
Toot
everyone
Snoot-
walking forward.
I love how the Toot Snoot is pretending to be a Max. We've got 2 guys pretending to be drunk. Oh, I'm sorry. Humans in their mating season.
Yeah, totally.
And then we've got
Yeah.
one that's actually trying to be stealthy.
You know, at
This
least
is
we didn't
so
attract
fun.
any mates, because that would have been so awkward.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Maybe gazebo.
Oh my gosh. When I tell you I am like so mad at my internet provider, but you know what? 2 hours of Cappy fun is still amazing. we do have like 15 minutes before we have to be off. So you are all successful.
Mhm.
You all manage to fit on this golf cart. One problem, though, is that this sweet, smelly food in the shape of this spherical white ball, someone's going to have to hang on to it, because as everybody is piling onto this moving machine, it starts to sway a bit. So I would love for you all, for like the last like 5-10 minutes, to tell me how you pull this off.
Let's go!
I'm crashing us into the gazebo.
No, into gazebo.
No, into the gazebo,
I know.
not gazebo.
Yeah, not the snake one, but the
Yes.
actual one.
Okay.
I have no
Okay,
idea how to
no,
do breaks.
we need to divide roles. Right. Okay.
I'm at the wheel.
So one person on the pedals, one person
Yeah.
to hold the thing, one person to
Oh no!
Oh,
steer,
no.
and then
You froze.
You froze. I'm so sorry. That
You
was
froze at like a
perfect
really
I know,
funny
I know,
moment.
I saw it,
Powers
I
kicked
saw
in.
it. So we have to steer, we have to pedal, we have to hold the sweets, and do something else. I don't know.
You can use your witchy powers to hold it.
Ooh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, Coco's on the pedals because she's seen her humans, her ex-humans doing these things.
I love it's been her ex-humans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
she was not theirs. They were hers.
I
And then
see.
she decided that she didn't want them anymore, and so she left.
I see.
That's so good. So as you all have your task, who is turning the keys in the ignition?
I'll turn the keys into the ignition because I'm strong.
Okay.
You have to.
You,
I'm like grasping one in like my little foot pad, going. Nyeh.
Oh my god. Okay. You slot the key into this little hole there. You turn it, and the entire wheelie machine just comes to life and starts vibrating. Oh my god. Starts vibrating. Wichibara, you see the cake kind of moving dangerously side to side, but you steel yourself and you use your witchy
cake?
powers to steady it. Yeah, it's just a cake in the shape of a golf ball.
I figured.
Oh wait, I thought you said it's a cake. I didn't
No, I
realize you
said,
said what's
what's
a
the
cake.
cake?
You see the sweet thing, the giant spherical sweet thing, kind of dangerously wobbling from side to side.
I'm going to like shove my witch hat under one corner and like put pressure against the other side just to keep it stable.
I'm just picturing the Wichibara like licking it while doing this. Like,
It's
She's
sweet.
speaking Python to it.
It's
Oh my god!
it is sweet and it is delicious, and you have it stabilized. And as the engine hums to life, you see a shadow. Everybody feels a shadow sort of cast over everybody inside this whirly machine, and you just hear, "What the?"
Immediately
I'm
hits
spinning the
on the
wheel.
gas.
We're going.
Do I hit any of them as I'm spinning the wheel?
Roll a d6.
Yes.
Oh dear
5.
Lord.
5.
You hit 5 of them?
That's amazing. So yeah, with a 5, the human who came over and saw you steps back just in time, but there's a human wandering over, obviously looking for its mate, who ends up standing just a little bit too close. And as this whirly machine, this moving machine screeches off of this sand over the bridge, this human just gets clipped in the shoulder, does 3 full spins, and then falls into the water.
Oh my god.
The last thing you see as you're just screaming over these bridges down this cobble road towards the gazebo is just the figures of the 3 remaining humans just standing on the sand, their mouth agape. And then you've just got this one human flailing about in the water, and you just hear as you go over the bridges, "Help! I can't swim!"
Hope your insurance covers that.
Should have stuck the landing.
The mates will love it.
Lady Cappy Man, do we hear a metal caiman going off?
You know what? Yes, you do. Totally thrashing around. You're screaming down this cobble path. You're running over these foreign flowers that they've planted. You end up clipping off the corner of this giant green
So cute,
bush
really.
that surrounds this building in the middle. And then you're flying. Your contraption is gaining air as you just fly over these hills. It's landing particularly. You're a witch. You're like, I'm flying. The landing is heavy though, with all of y'all in this heavy cart, and you are just screaming towards the gazebo. You see Gazebo the snake trying to slither out fast enough, but he is a heavy boy, so he's getting out slowly.
Stop!
How do we stop?
Push on the other button.
I feel so alive.
Oh,
I
go flying.
I think like I just thought like Bob, do something like just sit.
Stop it!
You're the one with the powers.
Do it!
I'm having a magic error.
Can Bob shove Coco out of the way and step on the other pedal with all his might?
Sure.
Does the cart go meerk?
The cart literally stops right in front of the gazebo. The back end of the cart almost tips to this vertical point, and then you just bang right on the bottom. And the front where you're sitting is still, that's where a lot of the weight is, because so many of you are at the front. You've pushed Coco out of the way. She sort of does a little barrel roll onto the grass, but gets back up, graceful as ever. Not even
I
a
meant to
crease in
do
the
that.
feathers. Totally deliberate.
Did the cake stay on the back of the wheelie machine?
I will get you to roll for that one.
I think Witchy should roll for that one.
Yeah.
Please be a 6. 6!
Ah!
The moon, it's a full moon. There's magic in the air. And you just know it's like everything slows down and you can see everything happening before it actually happens, and you're able to prepare for it. So as this golf cart stops and the back end lifts up, you cradle this giant round sweet and you leap off the end of it. Your snoot is like just above this cake. Anybody who would be watching would just see this giant golf ball cake or sweet and just this cute boopy snoot above it and these tiny little arms holding onto it. And then you really are a witch because you land on your feet soft as you like. It's almost as though the very air around you held you and gently placed you on the ground. And then you just see your witch's hat just gently floating down next to you. It lands on the grass next to you.
You really can fly. Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm sorry that I doubted you. That was very impressive.
I'm looking so shocked at that. Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a witch.
You get 3 thumbs up because I only have 3 fingers.
You don't have fingers.
Hooves.
Hooves. So this really, like, this is the completed part of your journey. You have made a bunker, you have gotten this giant suite that you're going to give to Gazebo. I had to think Gazebo, the Gazebo.
Yeah, gazebo.
Gazebo slithers up to your, and you hear at the same time, he sort of sits himself up and he looks at you, and then you hear this ear-piercing shriek, and you, all of you instantly are on alert. You're like, oh my gosh, there's humans around. Of course, they've seen that. That was like, all right, who do we have
Huge.
to fight? We're getting ready to defend ourselves. But there's
Mhm.
nobody around you. And so all of you climb on top of this golf cart, or this machine. The roof kind of slightly buckling a little bit, but keeping you all there. And over the horizon, you watch as so many humans who have gone towards the golf course are screaming as all of these capybaras start to enter the gated community from over the horizon. Most of them have dug their way underneath. Some of them are even have found a way to come over the wall.
Oh my gosh.
And then the minute they land on the sand, they just disperse in all directions, and these humans are
Oh my
shrieking
god.
and squealing. And that's where we're going to end this one shot. I would love to keep going,
Amazing.
but we have to be done by in like the next 4
Right.
minutes. So I'm gonna condense this real
Let's say
quick.
real quick.
Uh-huh.
Real
Pumpkin's
quick.
like anarchy. Okay.
Fuck yeah, sweet thing. Bob is gonna eat the
Anarchist
entire wolf hog cake.
capybaras. I love this. Firstly, thank you so much, all of you, for bringing this game to life, making it wonderful. I have loved having you as players. You've done a phenomenal job. Incredible.
This was great.
Thank you. I had
You've
so
been
much fun.
amazing.
It was a
It was so
blast.
fun.
Thank you. A huge thank you to the Free League for sponsoring Hoard of Tales Women in Gaming Month. Now, you can find the VOD for the Vazen one shot on the Hoard of Tales Twitch and YouTube channels. You'll also find links to our sponsor in chat, as well as pinned information on our charity. And also be sure to check out Hoard of Tales socials, so you'll be able to find out more about what else we're doing, what other amazing sessions we have on for this month for Women in Gaming. Yeah, I'm Lucy. You can find me on Twitch, Blue Sky. I make games. This is one of the games I made. It is a hack of Tallywinkle's Trash Bandits, and I am working on an updated version 2, of which a lot of this will be going into it. So thank you all for helping me with that. Now,
Zebo.
I'm going to start different order this time around. So, Day, I'll start with you. Where can we find you? What's something you're doing that you're excited about?
Well, first of all, I would really like to thank Lady Cappyman for supporting this whole game, setting it up,
Thank you.
making your own game or hack of a game. Thank you very much for hosting us. It was amazing. I'm Day. I'm also known as Katja. Katja Peters Art on various socials such as Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook. I am a visual artist, and currently I'm actually doing a lot of 40k world building for an inquisitorial band I am setting up. I am also a DM, and I hopefully will be continuing my campaign soon.
Nice.
So I will be giving it over to Coco.
Oh, to me. Sorry. It took
Yeah.
me a second there. Hi. I was like, real names now. No, hi, I'm Anya. I am Lalian Cosplay everywhere. And next up for me is the second assignment of my Candela Obscura flight here on Hoard of Tales. So that is on Friday at 8 p.m. I don't know times anymore. It's in the evening. It's EU happy hour, and it's the second of 3 assignments. There's some spooky things afoot, and I'm very excited about it. I'm also a pro GM on Start Playing Games. I'm Lalion on there, which means lioness, by the way. And it's my birthday! Yay!
Happy
Happy
birthday!
Yay!
Yay! And I'll give it to Punkybara.
Thank you. I'm Fyra. Online, I'm called Scribbles. I have my own art shop called Succulent Scribbles, and that's where you can find me everywhere. I do custom crafts, and on March 28th, I'm launching a backer kit for my my TTRPG enamel pins. So would love if you guys check those out. They're a collab with another artist called Hollow Raindrops, and we have like a sexy tiefling pin. That's a freebie pin for that too. And I will pass it to Essis.
Oh, right. Hi, me. Hi, I'm Assis. You can find me at Lesbianing on Twitter and Blue Sky, Pokebot on some other places, and if you can't find me, don't find me. Don't look for me. I'm going to be back here in 2 days playing Apocalypse Keys, and also I'm currently in a mini homebrew D&D campaign on Francis tables called the Onrush, so please check that out. And yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, thank you so
right.
much for having us. And then
This
thank you
was a
for hosting.
blast.
This was so much fun.
This
Yeah,
was so much fun.
I'm so glad everyone enjoyed it. I had a blast. Huge thank you to Hoard of Tales for giving me this opportunity. And now I get to connect with more awesome like creative peeps and GMs and players. So I'm super happy about that. And a big thank you to the Free League for sponsoring this. So again, check the chat, pinned links, all of that. And be sure to tune in for more Women in Gaming for an amazing,
I have one more
awesome
thank
month
you to
ahead.
give, actually.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Ida and everybody else behind the scenes for producing and
Yes.
supporting the
Yes.
entire show. Thank you so
100%.
much.
Yes, especially because I had tech gremlins and tech gremlining, and Ida,
Same.
thank you so much for facilitating this so it could still go ahead. So
Yeah.
thank you. I love it. I know there's a modern way to do a love heart, but I'm a millennial, so I'm just doing that.
It's
Yeah,
like
There's a
this.
different
You
way
know?
to do hearts than that.
Yeah, you can do like this.
Like
Oh,
this,
that's stupid.
like that. As
There's
well.
also this. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
the
also
little
this.
I did
BTS
it.
part.
Cute.
Little
Yes.
K-pop part.
Ida did this for those who can't see her.
But
Anyway,
thank
yes.
you all, everyone. Have a great day, afternoon, night, wherever you are in the world. And be sure to tune in again. Tomorrow is the next one, I believe. I don't know time zones either. I'm in Melbourne. It's morning here.
Now
Anyway,
morning.
take care, everyone. Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.